Hey, this is Chris Trapani, the Mortgage Pro. You know, every day I see people's pay stubs. And when I look at the pay stubs, sometimes I really realize that they don't realize what their full potential is to make income. See, I'm going to give you a strange analogy, but it's going to make sense when I'm done. Watch this. You got a balloon. It's just like any other balloon, but it's been blown up. Now, does it look like the original balloon? Has been stretched out? It's obvious this one's been used before. Now, your brain works the same way like a balloon. It expands with money. If you're sitting here and maybe you're making $3,000 a month, maybe you're making 10, use your numbers, but I'm just using this as an example. If you're making $3,000 a month, how are you going to get yourself to the next level? To $5,000 a month, to $10,000 a month, whatever that level is for you. See, I know that when people make $10 an hour or $15 an hour, they think that $20 an hour is, that is the world and it's going to change their life. But I want you to think about certain things. Just like this balloon, you can expand. Your brain will not go back if you work hard and figure out how to make $5,000 a month. See, $5,000 a month is obviously bigger. You stretch that balloon. Your brain, once you make $5,000, is not going to go back to the original $3,000. See, just like that balloon will not go back to the original shape. Same exact thing. And that's how I want you thinking. Now, hey, why aren't you thinking $25,000 a month? See, I want you to think like this. There are billions of people in this world. Now, how many of them are competent to maybe flip a hamburger over when the machine beeps? Just about everybody? Well, that's why it pays very little. And too often, people don't realize their true potential in life because they just get stuck in that rut and they don't figure out, how am I gonna trade my brain for dollars instead of my back and my time for dollars? See, brain for dollars is where you make the real money. That's where you start getting here to $25,000 a month. Maybe you're saying to yourself, $25,000 a month is unrealistic. Well, let me tell you what happens. If that's how you're thinking, here's what you've done. You've popped your own balloon, and now you've settled for mediocrity and settled for wherever you're at. You think Bill Gates and Warren Buffett and maybe Richard Branson, any of these great titans of industry, do you think if they went totally broke, their companies went out of business, they didn't have a penny, you think they're going to go take a minimum wage job somewhere? Their balloon has been blown up so big they could flip a switch and be making millions of dollars a year because it's how they think, what they know. They're never going backwards. They're not coming backwards to $25,000 a month. That's lunch money for these guys. Hey, change your life. Change the history of your family. Blow up that balloon real big, real fast. You can do it. Get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Learn. What are you passionate about? What are you going to learn? How are you going to change your life and the lives of your family and your children and everybody around you? Well, I'm going to give you a couple of hints. One of them is, you want to know how much money you're going to make? Take the 5 people that you spend the most time with, average their income. A couple of years from now, that's exactly where you're going to be. So maybe you need to expand your horizons with the people that you associate with. Maybe you need to expand your horizons with what you're studying and what you're doing. And maybe you're just happy making $30,000 a year, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to reach your true potential, make the difference, call me. I'll coach you.